I'm Spider-Man. Like, what's up, danger?
Hey everyone, recently I've shown off some early development photos of Starfall Chapter 2. In today's video, I want to give all of y'all an in-depth view of each of these POIs. But stick around to the end of the video, because I have a special announcement for y'all. Now let's get into it. The first POI on the map is the beach. The beach is also the first POI ever built on the Chapter 2 island. This POI is full of many unique buildings. The first one of these is Chris's Chapter 2 slurp store. In Chapter 2, the store got a redesign, including a new sign and new colors. The building across from this is the gas station, which now uses the Spillix green as its design. This choice was made to make sure the island felt fresh to people who had played in Chapter 1. The buildings behind it are the houses. The houses don't have much to them, but they still look very cool. In front of the houses is the car dealership. There's not much about it, it's mostly a filler building. Across from that is the mini convenience store. There's not much to say about it, except it is really cool, and it has a little mini storage unit onto its right side. Across from it is Classy Condos. Classy Condos is an apartment-styled building with 3 luxury suites and a mini store on the bottom. It also has 3 zip lines which connect it to the rest of the POI, making it the best building to land at. Next to it is the nightclub. The nightclub doesn't have much to it, but it has a really cool dance floor on the very top of it. The last 2 stores in this POI are the Surf Store, a place to get all your beach needs, and Starfall Shakes in its Chapter 2 design. The last thing in the POI is the pier. The pier is the thing that connects the actual POI to its beach and also includes OJ's first of many stores on the Chapter 2 island. Our second POI to show off is the Dockyard. The Dockyard took a total of 2 weeks to make, from the actual dock to the buildings in the POI. At the current moment, it is the biggest POI on the map, but there's not much I can show to this POI yet. But a lot of these buildings are storage facilities and shipping facilities, so there's not much to worry about. The first row of buildings here is the Flex Factions. These 2 buildings are used as a reference to Omniverse Real, a close friend of mine. Then this is the main Trash Co building, the main moving company on the island. This other row of buildings is storage buildings. Not much to them, an office building to a storage unit. The last row are the 2 offices of the biggest food companies on the map, OJ's Orange Juice and Chris's Slurp Juice. Next to these 2 things are the storage junkyards with just junk. It's a big collage of random props. Not much to it. Then, tons of props. Lastly, over here is the main building from Chapter 1 Drifty's Dockyard, but this time it's got a nice redesign, changing its red and white watchtower to be blue and white, making it look a lot better. That's all I can say for the second POI. Now let's get on to the third. The third POI to show off is the Suburbs. The Suburbs really do not have a lot to them, except for a ton of houses. It's also built in a new biome, the Pinewood Forest. The first half of the POI contains our 3rd restaurant in the map, Goose's Guzzle Juice. This shop is a custom little restaurant selling guzzle juice. Next to it, a gas station. Like the rest of them, there's not a lot to it. Behind these 2 is a stone trash man statue made with custom grass textures inside of uefn. Now let's get to the houses. A little playground for the kids or adults to play on. Then there's a gray house, red house, yellow house, green house with a bunch of trash in the front yard. Blue house, another greenhouse, a white house next to the entrance of the POI. The next set of houses are the red house, the yellow house, which is a very unique structure, the blue house, which seems to be getting moved into with the Trash Co company, and finally the last house, the white house. These, the final row of houses, have some pretty nice backyards. As I said, not a lot to this POI. We tried making it look as nice and playable as possible, but there's only so much you could do with a neighborhood. Now let's get on to the 4th and final POI. Our 4th and final POI to show off now is Retro Resorts. the only POI name we will be giving to you at this moment. Retro Resorts was built in a groundbreaking 4 days in the new desert biome. As of now, the nature or terrain has not been finished. Now, let's get into the actual POI. First, we have the pool store, where you can buy anything you would like for swimming or decorations. Next to it is a yellow-themed restaurant. Not much to it, but it's a nice little addition to the POI. Next to this restaurant is the main pool. A small sort of pool with a lot of decorations to it. Inside of the pool zone is a little area to store your floaties, chairs, and over here is a little concession stand to buy all sorts of foods and drinks. Next to the pool is Frosty's Frameworks, a community-built building where you basically buy all sorts of survival and military supplies. Its colorful feel feels a bit funny with the rest of the POI, but I personally love how it came out. Across from this is a gas station. Unlike the rest, there's a lot to it. It's first shaped like a heart on the top, decorated with colors. It's biggest on the island, and in the back there's a little rest stop to eat and chill. Behind the gas station, we have Chris's Slurp Store, another inheritance of Chris's newest restaurant in Chapter 2. Now, onto the last two buildings. The motel, a smaller and notable affordable of the hotel. There are 4 rooms to stay in. The last and final building in Retro Resorts is the big party house, the main place to stay on the island. Not only is it the biggest building on the island, but may be the best. On the underground layer is a parking lot where you park your car and get up to your hotel room. The first layer is mainly a small gym, 2 separate places to check out in the hotel. A big lobby area to sit and get your luggage. And finally, on this level, a diner, a large place to eat in the morning, afternoon, or night with a little upstairs area too. The second layer does not have much to it except for hotel rooms, but there is a little nice place to eat called Omniversal Oreos. The third layer is mainly just rooms to stay in, but a small party room where everyone in the room got a bit messed up. The fourth and final layer to this place to hang out and dance with a DJ roof on the entertainment floor, the 4th floor. Also has a bit of a room for a bar, pool equipment, and DJ equipment. As of now, that's the final POI I have to show off. There's a lot more to see in the future of Starfall, and I'm glad I made this video to show you all of its in-depth details. But now, if you made it to the end of the video, here's your announcement. My announcement to tell you is that I'm here to show you Starfall's official The End, a huge wrap-up to the story of the island of Chapter 1. One thing I will say, this is not an event except a long cinematic. Trust me, it will be worth the wait. On screen, we'll be showing the render, the logo for the end. This cinematic will release June 23rd and will show off some of Chapter 2's future story and the end of Chapter 1. As of now, this is the end of the video. I'm glad I have the time to show this off to you, and I greatly support that y'all are here. Stay tuned for more news on Chapter 2 and the end cinematic. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.